Hey guys, I'm Scottie Scheffler and this is All the Feels. So just for starters, we got 177 pin. We're here in Dallas, so it's windy again. Pretty heavy downwind, and so usually my 8-iron goes about 170, but with all the helping wind, I think I have to take some yardage off of it. And instead of trying to smooth one, I'm just gonna change the curve a little bit. So I'm gonna keep the flight down and maybe fade it just a touch so it doesn't stay in the air as long. And that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy, just ball a little bit back, a little bit more open than I would normally feel. So one of the shots I like to hit is a high draw. My stock shot mostly is a slight draw with the irons. And so if I'm trying to hit it a little higher, I just move it a touch up in my stance. I don't really change anything else. Since my stock shot, I already feel a little draw. I don't have to do anything crazy to draw it. So just move it up a touch in my stance. And on a day like today, if my stock 8-iron, let's say, goes 170, if I'm hitting a high draw, it'll probably go about 173. And then with all this wind, it'll probably carry about 190. And so this one I'd either use if the pin was way in the back. Let's say the greens are firm, the pin's about 200, I'd hit the high draw, make sure it lands soft, but also keeps me from going over the green. And then if the pin's in the front, let's say the pin's at 185, I'll hit this shot to make sure I get it just beyond the pin. But nothing crazy, just move it up a touch and hit my normal shot. Next shot I'll show you is a low draw. For me, this shot's really situational. So depending on where the pin is, most of the time for me, I like moving the ball from the middle of the green towards the pin. And so I can hit this shot a variety of distances, and I won't hit it too much when the greens are really firm, because then it gets pretty difficult controlling it when it hits the green. But when the greens are softer and the winds are up, I'll typically hit this shot. And it's pretty similar to the high draw. Since it's my normal shot shape, I'll pretty much just move it a little bit back in my stance, and depending on how low I want to hit it, I'll even choke down on the club. So in order to hit the super low one, I'll choke down a little bit, widen my stance to get a nice good base, and then still same ball position, just a little bit back. And this shot, like if my stock 8-iron goes 170 with all temperature and everything considered, if I was to hit my little low, really chippy one, it would be about 157, 158 in the air. But once again, nothing crazy. For this one, I'm going to choke down a little bit, widen my base, move the ball back. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Hopefully you can use these shots next time y'all head out on the course and go play.